so what we're talking about today is corrective exercises. A lot of times we'll have back pain, we'll have knee pain, we might have ankle pain, might just not feel good overall. And so what we're trying to do with these exercises is we're trying to strengthen our core. So let's talk a little bit about core first. Core is absolutely not just about your abdominals. Everybody's doing crunches and they're all trying to get that six-pack, but the six-pack isn't really necessarily what we're focused on. What we're really focused on is we're focusing on strengthening our muscles and our posture from our neck all the way down to our pubic bone. So think about core being what holds you good, what keeps you in good form, and what gives you good posture. And we're going to focus on that right now. So go ahead. You're going to have a mat, probably, if you've listened to me at all, a good drink of water somewhere close. Unfortunately, I don't have it right now, but that's okay. And I'm going to walk you through these exercises. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to do what's called a basic bridge. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay down, and we're going to bring our feet in a good comfortable position. We're going to make sure that our feet are hip width apart. Don't get too close in and don't spread too far out, about hip width apart. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to raise up our bottom. We're going to squeeze through our back legs. And we're going to bring ourselves into a good table form. So we're going to go into a bridge right here. And we're going to hold this bridge for 30 to 60 seconds. The key is we really don't want you to be shaking. So if you're shaking and you're feeling bad form, or if you have any knee pain or back pain, then you need to drop down. If you have knee pain, you can drop down. You can take your feet a little bit further out, and you can bring them back up. Sometimes we get a little bit too close to our bottom and our knees get tapped. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to hold that bridge up. And as you're holding the bridge up, I'm actually going to resituate and bring myself a little bit closer. As you're holding that bridge up, I want you to bring your arms up overhead, and I want you to hold them over your chest, straight up. Perfect. So now that we're in that bridge, go ahead and drop your arms overhead and exhale. And drop them overhead and exhale. You're going to repeat this 10 times. Then we're going to give ourselves a little break in the bottom. If you need to take a break, take a break. Bring it down, that's okay, it's no worries. One more time. Bring it down and rest. You can put a weighted ball in your hand, resituate your spine. You can actually put a weighted ball in your hands, or even a 2 or a 5 pound weight holding the end of the barbells when you do this. And we're going to pulse up for 10 and back down, and 9 and back down, and 8 and back down, and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bringing it down, hands down at your side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tuck that belly and tuck that back into that mat. And I want you to just do some good marching. So marching, lifting that bent leg up. It's important that you lift that bent leg up. Just marching it out. Let's do some back strengthening. Perfect. Lifting it up. Some corrective exercises. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add the arms. So 2 more and we'll pause. Perfect. Bring the arms up. So you're going to do opposite. Opposite. If you feel like you have good control over your back, you can go from overhead. But until you have good control over your back, this is a really great back strengthening exercise. Again, because it's strengthening the muscles that stabilize our back and help us day to day. There you go. So this is what a little bit more advanced would look like. Sorry about the lawnmower. That's what happens in the summertime when the windows are open. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and take a small circle to the left. And then a small circle to the right. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and I'm tightening my belly as I bring in my legs down, so I'm controlling that motion all the way down. I'm going to put my left leg down and my right leg up in the air, and I'm actually going to, with my belly tight, make small circles. So I'm actually working the inside of my thigh. Small circles in. And I'm going to make 30 small circles in. I'm going to go ahead and come out for 30 small circles out. Perfect. One side might be more difficult than the other. It's just important to make sure that you don't get into an ankle swing, that you're really working this lower leg and that you're pulling this belly in. So the inside of your thigh is controlling this movement. Go ahead and drop it down. Tuck it in the belly, bringing it up. Perfect. Starting that small circle. This is a small circle. Ten more. You can do it. This is a sneaky little exercise, but I love it. Other direction. Here you go. This is wonderful. Make sure your head and your back are supported when doing this. Very, very important. You want to have, if your neck feels like it's falling backwards right now, then you want to have a little bit of support behind your head. You want to have neck and neutral spine. You want to put something under your knee. If you can't quite get it straight or it causes you back pain to straighten it, you want to do the same. So go ahead and pull it in. And again, circles. And circle in the other way. Perfect. So right here, I want you to bend your knees at a 90 degrees, tuck in your belly first, and then take your knees so that they're right over your hip, and you have to work them, okay? So we're going to hold that for a 10 count. We're going to make sure your back isn't lifting off the ground, and then you're going to kick out and pull back in. Kick out and pull back in. Kick out, pull back in. Kick out, pull back in. If this is too hard, then what you should do is just hold that knee bent position. If you can't find yourself keeping your back on the floor when you're doing this, or you have back pain, you want to hold your position right here. And this is good enough. Or you can take it to where you can heel it down. Heel it down. Heel it down. Heel it down. But you want to control your back. So either way, You want to make sure that your belly's working. You can kick straight out. Kick straight out. Whatever you do, you don't want any back pain. And you definitely do not want your back lifting off the mat. So you want to work it. Here we go. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Pull it in and go in a circle. Good circle. Circle in the other direction. Awesome. So right here, you're going to bring those legs, you're going to cross them up, you're going to take your hands, and you're literally going to lift and push into the ceiling, and then come back down. Lift and push into the ceiling, and come back down. Lift, and 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 down. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hands down by your side, both feet up. This is a tiny little lift. Lift up your bottom and drop it down. Lift up your bottom, drop it down. Lift. No swinging here, don't rush through this. Really work that lower abdominal. Again, sorry about the lawnmower. Nothing I can do about it. Grass needs cut, right? And 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it in small circles. This is a great way to alleviate pain in your back. Small circles, good maintenance. Other direction. Perfect. Right here, before we turn it on our side, left leg down, grab your right knee and bring it across your body for a good stretch. Bring that back up, drop it down, switch sides, good stretch. Okay, let's roll it on our side. Really important, just so you know, being on your side. And what I want you to do is I want you to bring your legs here so you have good position. You can stabilize your body. And I want you to open up. This is called a clam. I want you to feel it high here. And I definitely don't want you to rock back into it. So if you're not feeling it all in your high buttock area, then you're not doing it properly. And you only open until you feel that engage. You'll hold for a 2 count at the top. Okay? Perfect. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just hold that and bring it down. Now I want you to equally separate your knees like hip width, okay? And I want you to rock it up without rocking it back. Rock it up. You really feel that now, probably. Rock it up. And rock it up. Perfect. Thanks for joining me today. Better in yourself, better in your body. It's not all about your body. It's about who you are and how you love yourself. And in being here today means that you love yourself. And that's awesome, right? Because if we can't love ourselves, who can love us? Oh, take a rest. Leg out. Go ahead and bring it straight up. And again, don't rock those hips back. Really important. Straight up. Perfect. Up. Up. Exercising those inside and outside muscles. Remember those circles? We were getting the inside muscles. Now we're getting the outside muscles. Perfect. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and hold it high. Bring that knee in and kick for 8. 7. Lock your belly. 6. Even a reminder I need. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Perfect. Take that down. Go ahead and come on your back and just pull that leg in for a good stretch. Holding that good stretch. Now we're going to turn it around and we're going to do the other side. So coming on that other side, go ahead and lay on your side. Okay, we're going to do those clams first. So again, my hip is up in the air and I'm opening and I'm opening and I'm not tilting back. My hips are parallel to each other and I'm feeling that here. So if you're not feeling it there, then maybe we need to work on your form a little bit. Maybe I need to take a look at it. Just let me know. Give me a text or something. Shoot me an email. It's important. Say, hey, Selena, what am I doing wrong? Film yourself. Or have someone film you. This is an important part of building those muscles. Here we go. Pulling in the belly. Taking care of you. 1 more. Perfect. So this is where we get that hip parallel, and we raise and lower. Raise and lower. Raise and lower. Raise and lower. Breathing, right? Having fun. Taking care of you. Feeling it. Perfect. Building that strength. Supporting your movement, supporting your body. 1 more. Here we go. Let's go ahead and take it straight. Draw in that stomach. Open those muscles. You've got it. Hold it up and curl and kick and curl and kick and 10 and 9 and 8. Draw on that belly and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead and roll it over on your back. Bring that want you to bring your hands next to your breast or your chest, nose down, and I want you to just push up and back down. And up and back down. And 10. And 9. And 8. We're almost done. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. You can go halfway. So it can look like this. And 2. And 1. Perfect. So right now, you're going to come up. You're going to be hip width apart. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. You're a good position. You're drawing your belly in here. You have a flat back. You're not super arched this way, and you're not pushing it up this way. Flat back. You're going to raise your arm. And at the same time, you're going to raise your leg without tipping. So we don't want to tip. So we don't want to look like this. Okay? So first and foremost, make sure that you've got a good hip and hand position underneath your shoulders, underneath your hips or your knees. And all at once, draw in the belly and raise. And bring it back down. Make sure you have that position again. And raise. And bring it back down. And raise. Make sure that you're not taking that foot up in the back so high. It's okay if that foot stays low. It's better to have the position, the flat back position, than it is to have the height. Remember, form gives us nothing but failure if we do it wrong, right? So we want good form, good results. If you have good form, you actually feel this in your midsection, not just your legs. 3 more. I'm sorry, 2 more. And 1 more. Perfect. Go ahead and take a nice child's pose backwards. Stretch out your back. I'm going to show you one more stretch. I would have a band. I didn't grab it, I'm sorry. And I would actually take that band around my foot, and that band would have 2 sides. And I would take that out to the side, and then I would pull up and get a good stretch on my inner thigh. I would hold that stretch for a count of 18. Then I would drop my foot down, bring that back up, pull that stretch into my hamstring. And I would hold that stretch for a good count of 18. So remember, I have a band that I'm holding. And then I'm going to take that down, and I'm actually going to cross it across my body, holding that, and I'll pull it up. Sometimes I'll feel that stretch along the outside of my leg, particularly my knee. Sometimes I'll feel that stretch low. But the important thing is my hips stay on the ground. I'll bring that back in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring that around my other foot. I'm going to take it out to the side, and I'm going to pull it up till I feel a stretch in here. And I'm going to hold that strap for a count of 18. I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to bring it up through the hamstring. I'm going to hold that for a count of 18. I'm I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to cross it over my body. And I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to hold that for a count of 18. That's really going to help loosen me up. I'm going to take it down. Hands overhead. Good body stretch. Nice deep breath. A little bit of a positive affirmation. Because after all, I just took care of myself. So hopefully that's helpful for you. And if not, give me a call and we'll see what else we can do. Have an awesome day along the way.